Have you ever wondered if your job will even exist in 5 years? Because the world's changing fast, and here's the truth no one wants to say out loud. Some careers are getting wiped out quietly and fast, while others are exploding with demand and six-figure salaries. And no, I'm not talking about becoming a TikToker or day trading crypto in your pajamas. I'm talking about real jobs, the ones companies are fighting to fill right now, the ones that will define the next decade. In this video, I'm going to show you the top 5 highest paying, fastest growing jobs for the next 5 years, all backed by hard data from the World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs Report 2025. And yes, we're also going to talk about the roles that have no future, because while some people are getting raises, others are quietly being replaced by a line of code, a checkout screen, or an app you installed last week. So let's get into it. The first role on this list, it didn't even exist 10 years ago, and now it pays more than most lawyers. I'm talking about AI and machine learning specialists. According to the Future of Jobs Report 2025, a stunning 86% of companies said they expect AI and information processing to transform their entire business by 2030. 86. That's not a trend, that's a tidal wave. And when you dig deeper, it makes perfect sense. Every serious company on Earth, from finance to healthcare to logistics, is scrambling to hire people who know how to work with algorithms, build models, and extract insights from oceans of data. This isn't about future-proofing anymore, it's just survival. So what do these AI specialists actually do? They build predictive models, write machine learning code, fine-tune LLMs, clean and structure massive datasets, but they also understand the business. That's why companies want a blend of AI, data science, programming, and yes, analytical thinking. And the market knows it. In the US, an AI and machine learning specialist makes an average of $156,000 per year, according to Indeed. And that's base salary, not counting equity or bonuses. But they're not alone. Alongside them, you'll see a boom in roles like big data specialists, data analysts, DevOps engineers, and security analysts, all riding the same AI wave. If your job can be automated, it probably will. But if you build the automation, then you're in demand. Simple as that. The second career on our list is renewable energy engineers. Not every booming career comes from a screen. Some are powered by the sun, literally. Renewable energy engineers are becoming the backbone of the new economy. We're talking about the kind of professionals who design solar systems, optimize wind farms, and figure out how to store energy without melting the grid. According to the Future of Jobs Report 2025, the green transition is among the top 3 macro trends expected to reshape industries over the next 5 years, right alongside AI and geopolitics. That's why companies aren't just hiring for ESG. They're rewriting entire business models to hit emissions targets, qualify for subsidies, and survive in a climate-conscious world. These engineers, the ones who understand environmental systems, sustainable infrastructure, and clean energy tech, are right at the center of it. And the demand, it's not hypothetical. Roles like renewable energy engineers, autonomous and electric vehicle specialists, and environmental engineers are all listed among the fastest growing jobs in the world. Companies from aerospace to automotive are on the hunt. If it moves people or powers cities, they're hiring. Now, for the part nobody wants to say out loud, but everybody's thinking, what does it pay? Well, it's not Silicon Valley money, but it's not far either. According to Glassdoor, the average base pay for a renewable energy engineer in the US is around $104,000 per year, with a range typically between $77,000 and $140,000 depending on experience, company, and location. And when you factor in bonuses, stock options, and sustainability-related incentives, many hit the 150K plus bracket, especially in high-demand markets like California, Texas, and New York. And here's the kicker. Unlike some tech roles, these jobs aren't getting replaced by AI anytime soon. They require fieldwork, systems thinking, and the kind of real-world problem-solving no model can automate, at least not yet. Well, the third career is cybersecurity. They're the digital bodyguards of the 21st century. Cybersecurity specialists or information information security analysts, if you're reading their LinkedIn headline, are the people who protect companies from getting hacked, held for ransom, or leaked into chaos. They monitor suspicious activity, build defense systems, patch vulnerabilities, and run attack simulations before the real ones hit. If your company stores data, and every company does, these are the people standing between you and disaster. And their value? It's exploding. According to the Future of Jobs Report 2025, cybersecurity is one of the fastest growing roles in the world, driven by a perfect storm of geopolitical tension, digital expansion, and the rising complexity of online infrastructure. AI's making attacks more sophisticated. Governments are tightening data laws, and every business, from hospitals to hedge funds, is scrambling to stay one step ahead. So the folks who know how to detect threats, contain breaches, and lock systems down aren't just valuable, they're essential. And let's talk money. According to Glassdoor, the average salary for a cybersecurity specialist in the US is $119,000 a year, with a range from $89,000 to $158,000. And that's base. Senior level professionals, especially those in sectors like finance, defense, or tech, can cross $160K, $180K, especially with certifications like CISSP or experience in cloud security. It's not just a tech job, it's reputation insurance. Because in 2025, data is currency, and the person who protects it is worth every penny. Now let's talk about software and application developers. You know that phrase, every company is a tech company now? Well, guess who builds the tech? Software and application developers are the people writing the code that powers the apps you use, the dashboards your boss stares at, and the systems that keep hospitals, banks, and even factories running. They take a business problem and instead of holding a meeting about it, they build a solution from scratch. These are the pros working across full-stack development, UI, UX design, cloud architecture, and everything in between. They don't just make apps, they make things that work at scale. Whether it's an online classroom, a patient portal, or a logistics dashboard tracking 10,000 packages, chances are a dev team is behind it, and the need, it's only growing. According to the Future of Jobs Report 2025, software and application developers are among the fastest growing roles in the world, with surging demand across sectors like education, healthcare, and logistics, areas that have been playing digital catch-up since the pandemic. And the rumors that AI would replace devs, yeah, those didn't age well. What actually happened is this: AI became a power tool, and good developers just got faster. Companies aren't replacing them. They're hiring even more, especially the ones who know how to build with AI instead of competing against it. So, what's the paycheck look like? According to Glassdoor, the median total pay for a software application developer in the US is $133,157 per year. That includes a base salary between $90K and $128K, and an average of $25K in additional compensation from bonuses, profit sharing, commissions, or equity. The most likely range between $110K and $164K annually. In plain English, you can build from your bedroom, deploy to the cloud, and get paid like a senior engineer. Because in a world where everything is becoming software, the people who build it, they're not getting replaced. They're getting raises. Now, last but not least, on our list of growing careers comes Fintech Engineers. If banks are the past, Fintech is the future, and someone has to build that future from the ground up. Enter the Fintech Engineers, the devs and architects who sit at the intersection of code, money, and security. They're not just building apps, they're building entire infrastructures to move billions securely, instantly, and globally. From blockchain wallets and digital banks to payment gateways and insurance APIs, these engineers are the invisible hands behind the apps we trust with our money, and trust me, they're in demand. According to the Future of Jobs Report 2025, Fintech engineers are among the fastest growing tech roles in the world, with the explosion of digital finance creating a need that spans across crypto, traditional banking, digital payments, and insurance platforms. Everyone wants to be the next Stripe, Nubank, Bank, or Coinbase, and they all need engineers who can make it real. So what do they actually do? They integrate financial systems, ensure compliance with tight regulations, secure infrastructure against fraud, and increasingly work with blockchain, DeFi protocols, and AI-powered fraud detection. It's not just about knowing how to code, it's about understanding money, risk, and trust at scale. Skills like blockchain development, API design, cloud security, and regulatory tech, RegTech, are now considered core. And salaries? While it varies by company size and tech stack, the fintech sector is known for paying a premium, especially when the role touches crypto, cybersecurity, or transaction-heavy systems. Senior fintech engineers in the US often earn $140K to $180K plus, with bonuses and equity pushing it well beyond that in unicorn startups or scale-ups. This is one of those roles where if you're good, you're not applying, you're being recruited. Because in a world that's going cashless, borderless, and real-time, the ones who build the rails get paid like the train owners. Now you might be wondering, will my work still bring food to the table in a few years? That's why I've brought you a second list. Jobs with no future. Because while some roles are booming, others are quietly disappearing. Not because people failed, but because the world changed faster than their job descriptions did. Start with data entry clerks. Once essential to every office, they're now first in line for extinction. According to the Future of Jobs Report 2025, this role is among the top 5 fastest declining jobs worldwide, driven by AI and automation. With tools that scan, extract, and organize data in milliseconds, businesses simply don't need someone typing from spreadsheets anymore. Then you've got bank tellers and related clerks. The report lists them right alongside data entry clerks, already in global decline. Why? Self-service banking, mobile deposits, and fintech interfaces have made walking into a bank almost optional, and the trend is structural. Broadening digital access and automation are explicitly cited as core drivers of this decline. Administrative assistants and executive secretaries are also taking a hit. Generative AI doesn't just take notes, it drafts emails, schedules meetings, summarizes calls, and writes reports. According to the WEF, this category is among the largest net job losses expected by 2030. Millions of roles phased out globally. And it doesn't stop there. Legal secretaries, claims adjusters, even graphic designers are starting to feel the squeeze as AI creeps into white-collar support work. And it's not just the office jobs. Postal service clerks and telemarketers are also going down. In a world of email, messaging apps, and QR codes, physical mail volume is shrinking. And telemarketing, heavily regulated, widely ignored, and now outmatched by algorithms on both ends. Bots calling, bots blocking. Even cashiers and ticket clerks, one of the most common entry-level jobs in the world, are fading fast. The report cites self-checkout kiosks, contactless payments, and mobile ordering as the key automation forces pushing this role into obsolescence. Retail and hospitality are digitizing faster than ever, not just to cut costs, but because customers expect speed and convenience. And here's the macro picture. The WEF estimates that by 2030, 92 million jobs will be displaced globally, 8% of total employment today due to automation and structural transformation. Clerical and secretarial work alone accounts for some of the largest job losses in absolute numbers. So no, these jobs aren't vanishing overnight, but the writing's on the wall. These roles are shrinking in scale, and in some sectors, they're becoming functionally obsolete. But this isn't about fear, it's about readiness. Because the jobs of the future aren't just about staying employed, they're about staying relevant. And the truth is, the future doesn't kill careers, but ignoring the future definitely does. Well, that's it, cousins. Stay invested.